All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Coley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Coley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Jackson. And Jennings has it. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
It's fourth down.
And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. To throw is Jackson. This is Jennings. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big run there by Jones. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give right side. Proctor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's Jones. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over. Let's go, let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Coley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
Throwing is Jackson. There for a right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Here's Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just didn't complete it.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Let's get it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Block it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a give right side. Coley. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Jackson on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Back to you. Slam, slam, slam. Check. Check out now. Hot, hot.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Yellow.
first down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And an alley to run. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check safety, check safety. Mike, check, 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one. They'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for them. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the quick call.
Mahomes firing complete. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
You ready?
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down now, Coley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, it's Carson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Mike, 58, right there. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
On third down, Coley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Give him 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Steps away to it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a give right side. Proctor. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He's got a first down and more past the 30, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And our Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Fight on these two, fight on these two. RWA. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 15. Why? Who?
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
58, come on. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready. 58, right?
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is there.